Active listening is a communication technique that involves fully focusing, understanding, and responding to a speaker during a conversation. It goes beyond simply hearing words. It requires an intentional effort to engage with the speaker and comprehend the message being conveyed. Attentiveness. Active listening starts with paying close attention to the speaker. This means avoiding distractions, maintaining eye contact, and showing, through your body language, that you are engaged in the conversation. Patience. Allowing the speaker to express themselves without frequent interruptions is crucial. You should refrain from immediately formulating your response and instead give the speaker the space to finish their thoughts. Empathy. Try to understand the speaker's perspective, feelings, and emotions. Put yourself in their shoes to better comprehend their point of view. Show empathy and validate their emotions, even if you don't necessarily agree. Reflective responses. Active listening involves providing feedback that shows you have understood the speaker's message. This can involve paraphrasing what they've said or asking clarifying questions. Reflecting back what you've heard can help confirm your understanding and make the speaker feel heard. Avoiding judgment. Active listening requires suspending judgment or criticism while the speaker is talking. You can have your own opinions, but active listening involves being open to different perspectives. Phone call active listening techniques are important because they help facilitate effective communication and understanding during conversations held over the phone. Focused attention. Eliminate distractions and give your full attention to the phone call. Avoid multitasking or checking your email while on the call. Use verbal acknowledgement. Provide verbal cues to let the caller know you are actively listening, such as "I understand," "I see," "Go on," or "Tell me more." Tone of voice. Use a warm, friendly, and attentive tone to convey interest and empathy. Your tone can significantly impact the caller's perception of your engagement. Empathetic responses. Acknowledge the caller's emotions and experiences. Use phrases like "I can understand why you feel that way," or "I'm sorry to hear that you're going through this." Provide feedback after the caller has finished sharing. Provide feedback or ask follow-up questions to demonstrate your active engagement and understanding. For example, "Thank you for sharing that. Can you tell me more about what you'd like to see happen next?" Avoid interruptions. Let the caller finish speaking before responding. Avoid interrupting or speaking over them. Asking open-ended questions. Encourage the speaker to share more by asking open-ended questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. These questions invite deeper discussion. Summarization. Periodically summarize what the speaker has said to ensure you've understood correctly. This also demonstrates your commitment to comprehending the message. Reflect feelings. Reflect the caller's emotions back to them, showing that you understand how they're feeling. For example, "It sounds like you're really frustrated with the situation." Silence can be powerful. Don't be afraid of short periods of silence. Sometimes, giving the caller space to gather their thoughts can be an effective listening technique. In phone conversations, you don't have access to many nonverbal cues, such as body language and facial expressions, which are crucial for understanding the speaker's emotions and intentions. Active listening techniques compensate for this limitation by focusing on verbal cues and tone of voice. Reduce distractions. Phone calls can be susceptible to distractions because you can't see the speaker. Implementing active listening techniques helps you stay focused on the conversation, thereby reducing the likelihood of getting distracted by other tasks. Enhance clarity. Active listening techniques such as paraphrasing and summarizing help clarify and confirm the information exchanged during the call. This ensures that both parties are on the same page and minimizes misunderstandings. Empathy and relationship building. By using empathetic responses and showing that you understand the caller's feelings, you can build rapport and trust even in the absence of physical presence. This is particularly important for customer service, support, or any situation where building a connection is vital. Problem solving. Active listening can uncover hidden issues or concerns that the caller might not explicitly mention. By asking open-ended questions and actively listening to their responses, you can identify and address these issues effectively. Conflict resolution. Active listening is a valuable skill for resolving conflicts or misunderstandings over the phone. It allows you to hear both sides, acknowledge emotions, and work toward a solution that satisfies both parties. Efficiency. Active listening techniques can make phone calls more efficient by helping you gather information quickly and accurately. When you actively listen, you are less likely to ask for repeated explanations or clarification. Phone call active listening techniques are indispensable for overcoming the limitations of remote communication, where visual cues are absent. They play a vital role in ensuring the accurate exchange of information, acknowledging emotions, and effectively building and maintaining relationships, offering value across a range of personal and professional scenarios. Contact each new employee. Remember, with each contact, all of the following must be completed. New employee care questionnaire. Send out a detailed email. Update recruiter recap. Types of contacts: before first shift, day after first shift, after first week, after second week. Before first shift contact. Objective: ensure new employees are prepared for their first shift, address any initial concerns, and practice active listening. Completion checklist. New employee care questionnaire. Send out a detailed email. Update recruiter recap. Key points to cover. Review off the hiring process. Address any concerns. First shift details. Uniform and behavior guidelines. Uniform and behavior guidelines. Dress code. No sitting in the vehicle unless a car post. No sleeping on duty. No acceptance of gifts. Do not leave your post without proper relief. Maintain visibility. Active listening. Show empathy and understanding for any concerns or questions they may have. Use reflective responses and ask open-ended questions to ensure you grasp their perspective. Practice active listening by giving the new employee your full attention. Avoid interruptions and let them express themselves fully. Day after first shift contact. Objective: gather feedback on the new employee's first shift experience and address any concerns through active listening. Completion checklist. New employee care questionnaire. Send out a detailed email. Update recruiter recap. Key points to cover. Problems in the first shift. Name of the post worked. Supervisor's name and training quality. Anything additional the employee wishes they had known. Ability to find their first post. Active listening. Use the active listening to encourage the new employee to share their experiences and concerns. Reflect on their feedback and ask questions to ensure clarity. After first week contact. Objective: ensure a smooth transition and address any issues. After the first week of employment, while actively listening to their feedback. Completion checklist. New employee care questionnaire. Send out a detailed email. Update recruiter recap. Key points to cover. Issues with timesheet submission or concerns. General feedback on the first week. Active listening. Actively listen to any challenges or feedback they may have regarding their first week. Use open-ended questions to facilitate deeper discussion. After second week contact. Objective: assess the employee's long-term commitment and interest in further opportunities while actively listening to their aspiration. Completion checklist. New employee care questionnaire. Send out a detailed email. Update recruiter recap. Key points to cover. Interest in advancing within Patriot. Need for additional training. Uniform issues. Availability of a second uniform. Active listening. Practice the active listening to understand the employee's career goals and potential concerns. Use open-ended questions to explore their interests and needs.